guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing fabulous. So today I'm going to show you guys how to get this beautiful glam smoky eye look, perfect for the Diwali season. And I think the festive season is the perfect time to get glam, and I absolutely loved this look. Initially I was thinking of doing a black smoky eye. I had this outfit and I was like, okay, let me just do a classic black smoky eye. But then when I started doing the look, I thought it needs something special, so I kind of added this gunmetal silvery sort of a shade, and I love the way it turned out. So before we start the video, if you're new to my channel, please do hit subscribe, and please do follow me on Instagram if you are on Instagram, and that would mean so much to me. And yeah, let's get started. Hello. So before we start, I just want to mention that I already did my brows off camera. Now for moisturizer, today I'm going to apply the simple hydrating light moisturizer, and I'm applying a generous amount of this moisturizer. So make sure that your skin is prepped properly before you apply your makeup so that your face or your base makeup looks as flawless as possible. Skin prep is really important. So I did cleanse my face and also applied a toner before going in with this moisturizer. So next I'm going to prep my eyes. So I'm going to take this L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, and it's a very thick kind of a concealer. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to apply that as my base. So I'm just applying a little bit and blending it out using my finger. I couldn't find my base, so I thought I would just apply our concealer. So I'm just blending the concealer out and making sure the base is looking as even as possible on the eyelids. So you don't want any clumpiness. You want your eyelid to be as smooth as possible so that the eyeshadow applies really evenly. So next I'm going to take this Pixi gel eye pencil. Since we're doing a smoky eye look, we need a dark base. So this eye pencil will act as a base for the shadows, and the shadows will look really dark and intense, and that's exactly what we want for a smoky eye look. So I'm applying the eye pencil up until below the crease, and I'm not taking it beyond the crease, just so this will ensure that the base is set for the eyeshadows on top. So I'm just applying it until my crease. Make sure it doesn't go beyond the crease, then it'll look really scary. Now I'm taking a small brush and I'm just gonna blend the edges a bit so that, you know, it's not looking as harsh, and just like making sure everything is looking nice and blended. So I'm taking a brush and taking my time to blend the edges out, so it'll look something like this. And I'm using a shader brush to diffuse the ends. I'm not going to extend it too much. I'm just going to keep the ends really diffused and blended. So next I'm going to apply the eye pencil onto my other eyelid. So when you do this method, make sure you work with one eyelid at a time, because if you apply the eye pencil on both your eyelids and then decide to blend, it will not, because the eye pencil sets really quickly and it makes it really difficult to blend it out. So when you apply the eye pencil, apply it and blend it immediately. So next I'm going to take this LA Girl Pro Artistry eyeshadow palette, which is such a beautiful palette. So I'm going to take this light brown eyeshadow on a small blending brush, and I'm going to blend out the edges a bit more. What it does is that it will remove the harshness of the black eye pencil and kind of diffuse it, you know, and create a gradient. Next I'm going to take the dark matte eyeshadow on a flat shader brush, and I'm going to apply it on the area where we applied the eye pencil, and I'm going to make sure that I'm very careful. I'm not going to extend it beyond that brown eyeshadow which we just applied. So when you apply the black eyeshadow on top of the black eye pencil, it makes it look really intense and dark. So next I'm going to take this light brown eyeshadow and I'm going to diffuse the black eyeshadow with it. So I'm going to blend the ends of the black eyeshadow with this light brown eyeshadow with a small blending brush. So when you do this, it creates a gradient effect, and then I will go over with the black matte eyeshadow and apply it closer to the lash line. So I'm taking my time here and I'm blending out the black eyeshadow with the brown eyeshadow. Once I'm done with this step, I'm going to go over with the black matte eyeshadow on the shader brush, and I'm going to apply it really close to my lash line. So it creates that gradient effect. So it comes from a darker shade and diffuses to the lighter brown shade. So when you apply the black matte eyeshadow, make sure you work with sections and carefully apply it little by little so that you don't mess up the whole look. So next I'm going to take this beautiful silver eyeshadow and I'm going to apply that on top of the black eyeshadow on the lid area. I'm not going to take it beyond the crease. So I'm just applying that on top of this black eyeshadow, and creates this beautiful gunmetal sort of a color. My plan was to initially just stick to a black smoky eye, but then I suddenly felt like doing this and it just looks so pretty. I loved it. It's a beautiful gunmetal silvery smoky eye look. And again, I'm using a small shader brush to apply the silver eyeshadow on top of that black eyeshadow. So next I'm going to apply some eyelashes, because this is a glam look, so we need some lashes and drama. So next I'm moving on to my base makeup before I complete the eyes. So I'm going to take this e.l.f. Poreless Putty primer today, and this is one of my favorite primers. It's such a great, affordable, pore-filling primer, and I'm going to apply that onto my face and pushing the product a little bit more on the areas where I have the pores. Now I'm going to take this concealer from Makeup Revolution. This is the Conceal and Hydrate Concealer, and I'm going to apply that on the corners of my mouth where I have some pigmentation, and I'm slightly blending it out with my finger before I apply the foundation. Now for foundation today, I'm going to apply this PAC HD Liquid Foundation in 3.0, and I'm going to take this Real Techniques buffing brush and I'm going to apply this foundation. Actually, I have a tan going on, that's why this foundation is looking a little lighter than usual. Usually this foundation was a great match for me, but I have a tan going on and it looks slightly lighter, but we will fix that. And I really like this foundation. It has good coverage, and also the finish of this foundation is really natural. I like it. So next I'm going to contour my face. I'm going to use this LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Toast to contour my face. So initially I applied it directly, but then I decided to do something different. So I'm going to use the contour and I'm going to mix it with a little bit of concealer, and I'm going to buff that in using this small brush, which is the Real Techniques setting brush. And this kind of makes the contouring process a lot more effortless. So I'm just applying that and blending it in. And you can also use this method to just kind of like tone down your contour. If you feel like your contouring shade is too dark, you can mix it with the concealer and tone it down a bit. And I'm just blending and making sure that the contour is blended really well into the foundation. So next I'm going to apply this concealer from Makeup Revolution. This is the Conceal and Hydrate Concealer, and this one is the hydrating version of their original concealer, which is very drying in my opinion. I did not like it at all. So I'm applying that underneath my eyes, and also I'm just going to apply it on the ends a little bit, so it kind of gives you that lifting effect. And I'm also applying the concealer on the bridge of my nose so that it completes the nose contour. And I'm also applying the concealer under the areas where we contoured, so it kind of creates a stronger, sharper looking contour, and applying it on the forehead as well to highlight that place. So I'm using this brush from Zoeva. This is their concealer buffing brush, and this is such a nice brush. So I'm blending out the areas where we applied the concealer. So when you're blending out the concealer which you applied under your eyes, make sure you do not drag your brush, because when you do that, the concealer will move. So use a dabbing sort of a motion. Now I'm going to take the brush which we used to apply the foundation, and I'm just going over the areas so that everything looks nice and blended out. Next I'm going to use this Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 20 to set my concealer, and I'm using another brush from Zoeva which is perfect to set your under eyes. It's just perfection. I'm also applying this powder on the sides of my nose as well because I sweat a lot there. So next I'm going to take this bronzer from Makeup Revolution. This is the Bronzer Reloaded Take a Vacation bronzer, and this is a baked bronzer, so it has a slight sheen to it, which I absolutely love for a glowy look. So I'm applying that using a big fluffy brush and warming up my face. So next I'm going to complete the eye. So I'm going to take that light brown eyeshadow and I'm going to apply that onto my lower lash line using a small blending brush, and I'm just slightly diffusing it like that. And next I'm going to apply that black matte eyeshadow from the same palette, and I'm going to apply that really close to my lower lash line, and I'm using this flat brush to apply that really precisely next to the lower lash line. Then I'm going to slightly diffuse that eyeshadow so that the black eyeshadow blends with the light brown eyeshadow we applied first. Next, I'm going to apply this Pixi gel pencil onto my waterline, and that gives that extra smokiness to the smoky eye look. And also, I'm going to put some mascara onto the lower lashes. So next, I'm going to apply some highlighter, and this one is from Ofra Cosmetics, and this one is in the shade Rodeo Drive, and it is a beautiful light gold sort of a highlighter. It just matches my skin tone so perfectly. I absolutely love Ofra highlighters. Now, I'm going to apply that using this MAC blending brush, which is the 244 brush, and I'm also going to apply some highlighter onto the bridge of my nose and highlight a little bit there, and also taking a small pencil brush to highlight the inner corners of my eyes using the same highlighter. Now the eyes are complete and I just have to apply some blush, and this one is from Milani. This is their baked blush, and this one is in the shade Sunset Passion, which is a beautiful color. I absolutely love Milani baked blushes. They're amazing, and this one just gives such a beautiful sheen to your cheeks. It is so pretty. I love it. So I'm just applying that onto my cheeks and a little bit on my nose as well. Next, I'm going to take a small brush and I'm going to apply some matte highlighter onto the brow bone area, and then I'm going to set my face with the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist, and then we're going to do the lips. So now we're going to move on to the lips, and I'm going to apply a lip liner first, and this is from Kiko. It is their Smart Fusion lip liner, and this one is in the shade 536, and it is a dark brown lip liner. Since we have a smoky eye, I'm going to do a nude lip combination, but then when I apply a nude lipstick, I like to pair it with a dark brown lip liner. So next I'm going to apply this liquid lipstick from MIlani. This is their Amore Satin Matte Lipstick, and this one is in the shade Lavish. So it's a pale nude sort of a color. So if I don't apply a lip liner with this, it looks too pale for my skin tone. So I always pair this one with a lip liner. So with a brown lip liner, it actually looks nice with this smoky eye look. But then I felt like it was a little too cool toned. So I added this peach liquid lipstick from Ofra, and this is in the shade Sanibel, just to balance things out. So that's the final step, and now I'm gonna add some earrings and just glam it up. So this is the final look. I absolutely loved the way it turned out. I was actually planning to do a black smoky eye, but then when I started doing it, I was like, no, I need something special. So that's why I added the silver on top of the look. So that kind of like spin the look to a gunmetal smoky eye look, which I absolutely love. It's so glam. It's so beautiful and sultry. Love it. So this is the final look. I'm wearing this outfit. It's like a 4-5-year-old outfit. This one I got from Global Village. I think I've worn it in a previous video as well. How beautiful are these earrings? So I got this at some exhibition, and this is just like the perfect combination. So I skipped wearing a necklace because the earring itself is so big and it's a statement piece, so I didn't want to take away from the earrings. So that's why I skipped wearing any other accessories. You can actually wear some rings with a statement earring like this. If I wear a necklace, it would be too much, so I kind of like skipped it. So this is the look. I kind of like went with this messy braid situation, and I curled the bangs. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.